Hey guys, Tofuru here. Welcome back to some more Danganronpa. And where we last left off, we were dealing with the fact that there's 2 murders, so we lost 2 people. And we're looking a bit into the clues. I don't know how many clues are gonna be involved after this situation, but we'll see where we go from here. There's lights? Okay, these lights don't count. Okay, it's interesting to note. We have a full-length mirror. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. Why would you even note that? Anyway, stickers. There's a lot of stickers and the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them, had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Yeah, that stack is definitely lower than last time. So we can't check out, so we can check the musical instruments behind the shelves here. We can obviously check this because this is where they got that fabric from. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. Huh? Yeah, this thick black paper that was folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like the wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it's ripped. No, it looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Well, it's probably important to note, but I guess nothing will be talked about until I guess we talk to... Shit, what's his name? Nagito. There's a carpet. I didn't... Oh, the shelf. No, I saw this shit. Get out of here. I'm talking about the shelves. Unless those count. Oh, so that's... Oh, I'm just stupid. Okay. Sorry. Didn't realize. Let's look at the instruments. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know a lot about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines I've never seen before. Like that banjo. Or that amp. Or that ukulele. Or that smaller guitar. I don't know what it's used for, but a smaller guitar. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Also, good observation. Alright, Nagito, lay it on me. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? Did he? Did he not? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here? Hey. So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Kyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they were used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. And that's all there is to it. I feel like it's a cat and mouse game with you, Fuyuhiko. Like, always a cat and mouse game with you, my dear sir. I just don't trust you, man. I can't throw you that far, so I don't trust you that far. But that's the main reason why this case is really special. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Huh? Man. But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. Well, he just doesn't want to give you any hints. He wants whoever's the more hopeful to excel and show themselves. And he'll just side with that person who has a stronger will. I mean, that's how we kind of dealt with the last case. He almost tried to he almost tried to kill in the first place. But as a result, when he figured out who actually did it, he just played it up. He gave them hope. Correction, he didn't give them hope. He did. He gave them like false hope, and then when everything fell apart, he just walked away like, it's not my fault. You fucked up. You just didn't believe in me. Hajime. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Right? Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'll be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. How mean. That's not true. I'm not doing this because I believe it's for everyone. Oh, I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh, well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. Damn it. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? Hey, you should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? The movie theater? Oh yeah, the next place to go. Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Well, that's where the bag came from. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Yeah, there's really not much else we could do in here. I mean, other than noticing that that tape or that roll in the bottom shelf is ripped, which is what we found on the top of the banister, we're kind of up shit's creek. Alright, with this, we might be close to finishing investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikon, and I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Alright, Mikon. Tell me how they died. Obviously by stabbing and hanging, but hey, we'll get there. How about it, Mikon? Have you found anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Oh. See, that's interesting. Because if it accelerates the time of death because their bodies are decomposing at a different rate, it kind of makes it harder to tell when they died. So for all we know, for all intents and purposes, Mikon could have killed Kyoko in a fit of dysphoria or disarray, stabbed her, slit her throat, and then came to her senses and realized, and then killed herself afterwards. And the camera probably fell over and broke itself when the ladder fell over and knocked it off. Most likely, that's a possible chain of events that could have occurred. Also to note, I didn't realize the banisters had those rolls wrapped around them. That's important, and all the stickers are on it. Because of the heat. Is that possible? It's if the body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what the order the murders occurred. First, it was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. See, that's where I think you're wrong, Hajime. I think Hiyoko was dead before Ibuki was killed, and I think Ibuki was killed after the fact. The problem being that whoever killed one had enough time to paint the doorway to buy themselves time. Primarily the time to then allow them to sneak into us when we came into Titty Typhoon. So, kind of raises a lot more questions for me. And as long as this imitation murder... Oh, this is an imitation murder. There shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where a killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start getting annoyed by it. I don't even know that's a thing. So, okay. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing in the order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? Oh, the movie theater?
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation. Oh, sorry, Gundam. I apologize. The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal of it was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me? If it was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too,
It's
must be the will
certainly-
of causality.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a second. What are you all talking about? Imitation murder? One or more persons might be killed.
Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people were just killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. This killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Well, that was created during the last game. But
Huh?
you mean you added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
Oh, I see. As expected of you. You're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this a possibility at all, and I don't even want to think that someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Huh?
Huh?
So.
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoku were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose 1 based on a majority vote, then the other person would certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Wow, you got him to admit it.
Ugh.
I don't like
All
this.
right. Fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of depressing.
Okay, so even if there is an accomplice, if the mastermind is the one with the charge, kind of like Fuyuhiko's situation, except that didn't pan out that way, and we somehow survived because Peko kind of just took the rap for it, because she was considering herself a tool and not a person. So, that's interesting. But,
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should have just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. Basically, that means it's like no matter what happens, it will only be 1 killer. If there's 2 situations, he might separate the 2 cases. But then again, if we find 2 bodies, we're going to obviously think they're connected. So, I wonder what happens when another killer kills. Like, what happens in that case? Like, let's say someone kills someone and then someone kills another person at the same time to almost ensure their victory. I guess I wonder how Monokuma would, stop the cheating there. Well, with this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
it means a third victim. It means a third victim would be impossible. Intimidation matter breakthrough.
You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So.
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is
good instinct.
Of course. It's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that. That he would see me at the movie theater. Yeah, then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where did you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim of Buki was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. We do have her key, so there's still a lot of things I could do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Alright, well, there's important things. I do see these pillars have importance to them. But besides that, I think we can move on to the next place. I do believe we should go to the motel next, though. Mainly because I think it pertains to, I guess not to the entire case, but I do think the motel is important, considering it's so close by. And that I think it's the motel and the hotel are really close. They're like separate, I guess, both sides. But still, I think it's worth it to check it out. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the hotel, or the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Alright, well, Gundam should know.
So you have a
You're here, right? Come on out.
Are you talking to me?
I can see you. Do you really think you could hide your presence like that?
I wasn't trying to hide it in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
Okay. I wonder how this guy does... How does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Me too. Alright. We have the key, though. Looks like it's locked, but... The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened, just as I thought. This is the key to Hiyoko's room. Alright, I should go inside. It's kind of a normal room. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Sonia,
My!
how did you get in here? Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used it to open it. I see. What? Did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? That's never a good thing. The mirror. Why is the mirror like that? There's a mirror in here, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use this. Sonia, the monitor, the bed. It looks like she never rested in it. Yeah, the bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Oh, hey! It's a sombrero! You sneaky sombrero.
Oh.
That works out. Cool for me. I could deal with that. I guess. Yeah, all that's really viable here is to just talk to Sonia, I guess. Alright, Sonia, what do you got in mind? The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in this room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yes, yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she couldn't tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she'd learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hiyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it!
You sure don't look like you can do it.
Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
See, I think that's the issue. She came here and she doesn't have a mirror to work with.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh my god, you sent her there?
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
So you're just looking out for her? I mean, that's also suspicious in its own right, but okay. And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Yeah, we have her statement, but I don't know if it's true or if it's kind of skewed. Anyway, I don't see anything else that looks suspicious, so let's get out of here and head to the hospital. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't find an important clue. Oh well. See, that's my concern, is that somebody may have messed with the scene. And it concerns me because I don't know whether or not it's safe. I don't know. I'm very suspicious right now, especially of the situation at hand. If Hiyoko was there solely to tie her kimono, who knew? And beyond that, what does that mean for everybody else? Fuyuhiko, you know anything?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Yeah! Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies? Like Nagito in order to confuse us all? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see, so Kazuuchi and Sonya didn't appear, eh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling around the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you were circling the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines looked for Ibuki, but we didn't see anybody. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anybody? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikon and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape, especially if her kimono wasn't tied at the time. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body.
Huh?
What, you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true, I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance if I'd have to end up like that. I don't know. See, Fuyuhiko's account sounds very strong. I kind of agree with him doing anything. But it's odd to see we ran into Kazuuchi. We didn't run into Kazuuchi or Sonia. And now Sonia gave us a weird alibi. Maybe Sonia planned it and used Kazuuchi because Kazuuchi was the only one who was like down with the sickness. Basically, he was kind of just ready to do anything. He was like the perfect setup guy. But anyway, Kazuuchi's here. That's odd. Chiaki, what's up?
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though there's only really been a few days. Okay. And you? Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey.
Yeah, so? I didn't make any word modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. You didn't get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up.
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
Nah, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are the only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed from the hospital machine. The video that was filmed on the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera and number or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased their wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. Okay. I mean, he's trying to validate that you couldn't use one camera and two monitors to like have another recording leech off them both. I should investigate the lobby first. Lobby first. Okay, I guess this is important. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. It'd be different if the surveillance unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in the surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage, and there's a black curtain hanging there like it is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were using just candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. Right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without hesitation, she climbed the stepladder on her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope and... That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well,
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You.
Hey, don't take so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out that easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there now. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Yeah, I wonder why she was upset. Anyway, we got that added to our, clues. Okay, now let's go back here. I guess we check Ibuki's room and then go upstairs to the conference room. That sounds like the right call. Hey, Akane, what's up?
now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said it out loud, though. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so there's only one left in this. And Nagito... Oh. So the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'd probably be able to fit in it. Hold on. What happened to the gown you're wearing?
Huh?
Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Yeah, alright, to the conference room to see what's in here. I don't think we've been in this room at all. Didn't know it existed, so... What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What It's fully exposed.
Hey,
Hey, Hajime? If you poke out your eyes... you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. Ow! There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Why the hell were you even doing that? Freaking trying to troll me into stabbing my eyes out? Anyway, I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room were designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about the light shining through.
See?
See, a black curtain that blocks light and is also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light. A light blocking curtain. That's why it's so dark. So, is something wrong with it? No, you're supposed to pay attention to that and realize how that connects to the music venue. I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? It's that bit about being embarrassed if I look and troll fail.
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. But why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Wow, it kind of just ended my conversation for me? Really? Like there's nothing else of value? It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in the conference room after all. This probably isn't a clue. I should probably look somewhere else. Okay. Hey! You poncho-wearing monster! Got you again.
I've been found.
Cool. I think there's one more poncho-wearing dweeb, but cool. So we solved all this. All that's really left now is to make our way to the movie theater and maybe figure out what else is left. Wait, what? This is a crematorium? What the fuck? It's like you go through the eras of things. So like, you come in the emergency, you get your ass killed by surgeons, and then you go get cremated. And that's just it. It's a path of life, guys. Path of life. Alright, well. Guess on to the next thing. I thought we could check Ibuki's room, but I guess the main point was just to come here to figure out a little bit extra. But alright. I think this time now we'll see the movie, which I guess is important. Not I guess, it is important, we just never saw it. I wonder if we're supposed to watch Wild Gunman Monokuma or The Wizard of Monomi.
Hello there.
Hey, Hajime! I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager! A customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Huh?
Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
Ooh, you said you didn't want to watch, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's that tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You're so devoted to be a tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh? You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway. Why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket to take out the sticker.
See? It's this one.
Oh my god. I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought This for $1.5 million?
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go.
The Wizard of Monomi, 2.5D. What does that even mean? Alright, well,
It's alright, he says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You'll have only 1 chance to watch it for free.
oh. Okay,
I've already stamped it with today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
don't worry. I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hey, Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. The 13th, 10:04 a.m. Really? That much investigation? It's only 10 a.m.? Jeez Louise, man. We're gonna have to have an early trial at this rate. The movie's invitation ticket has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Yeah, we've seen... Oh. Yeah, I forgot. We should check the goods corner. That reminds me, the item should be on top of the counter. Hey, its imprint's still there. This one, it looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it.
Oh, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only 1 person can have it.
And who took it? If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Are you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid.
stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that would reveal who the killer is.
So whoever bought it is the killer. So the killer bought it.
Ah, crap!
I remember you said there was only one because it was a limited item, right?
It's not limited to 1, but it's more like it's limited to 1 person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy 1 bag, you get another one free. It's common practice to pay customers with a bonus prize.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. So his account has been added, which is
Well,
interesting.
now.
Oh, now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
now
Looks
then.
like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Woohoo! This is exciting! Exciting!
Alright, whatever you say, Monokuma. Let's see what's in the store for us in this theater. Hopefully it's not the worst demonstration in the world, but we'll find out, I guess. Why is that even a thing?
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. Literal tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
I will try. I will honestly try, Monokuma. Don't expect too much out of me, but I'll try. Okay, what's in store for us here? The Wizard of Monomi, 2.5D. What the literal fuck?
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Where did they get this narrator? That's what I care for. Monokuma, who would you pay? The world's dead. Alright.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
What the hell circumstances are these? Apache
and was
helicopters.
whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
Were they bears?
Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
Oh my
the Monomi scarecrow
God.
hanged herself and died.
Oh. Okay. Now I see how she sits into the equation. That's why she hung herself. She was the scarecrow.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Whoa. Okay, a
He
lion.
also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
So cut into pieces, full of arrows.
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
Well, this story just went nowhere fast.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
That is the most half-assed explanation.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
I don't understand how any of this relates to
And
anything.
he lived happily ever after. The end.
But in the same footing, I could see that the third person wasn't decided yet. Monomi was probably full of arrows. And... well, no, because slices of iron and hung herself. Scarecrow is obviously Ibuki, but you could easily argue... no, but Ibuki was tied to the pole. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to see where either one relates to the situation or to the conundrum as a whole. Okay, but
Phew! Movies sure are the best. That drama was so moving I needed 2 boxes of tissues. One for each head.
oh, both sides of your head. I get it.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
All right, buddy. See you later. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Kind of glad I paid in the first place, because that's god-awful. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call it a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in the case. Ibuki's death by hanging herself matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. But not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended by body matches the lion's death too. Yeah, that's why I kind of figured she was a lion without a heart. Or not without a pride. Yeah, I guess it's heart, because the first one's brain. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or, if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. No, it's been added to our truth section. And, yeah, I kind of figured that was the last straw, and we'd be going on to the trial. Okay.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
I'm so happy for you, Monokuma. I really am!
The class trial's gonna start, you know?
Yeah, I figured.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
You're expecting a lot out of me, buddy. But alright, I guess we gotta prepare for the trial.
I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place. Again. But now is not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Yeah, it's pretty much all you can do, buddy. Alright, so I'm gonna call this episode here. As much as I'd like to be honest and try to get to the bottom of this trial in one sitting, it's just not gonna happen. It's not in my cards. But I will run us to the Monokuma Rock and then call it here. Mainly because there's really not much. It's gonna probably be a little bit of dialogue and then the trial itself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm kind of glad I cleared the rest of the investigation up, because now we can move on to the trial. I don't know who really is the mastermind right now. Considering it's related to the movie, and Sonya kind of has an iffy alibi, and I could easily see Kazeuchi and Sonya working together. I mean, he did drop the hint that that even if it was two people, it's the mastermind that dies, not the accomplice. So, let's say Sonya didn't kill anybody, and Kazeuchi did it for her because he's fucking crazy in love with her. You could easily say that really Sonya needs to die, and Kazeuchi is just like a tool in the crux. I don't know. It was a weird situation. It's one of them, I think, right now. I don't think Akane would have done it. She was sick. You could throw her out. You could throw Mikon out because she was a doctor. Or she was a nurse the entire time. Plus, she was hugging me and sleeping me through the majority of it, so I really doubt it was her. Fuyuhiko, I think his alibi is solid. Plus, he changed the leaf, so him killing right after just doesn't fit his character. Hiyoko dying is sad. I don't know, I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm trying to think of anybody else besides them. I mean, Gundam is interesting. I think Gundam's pretty iffy too, because we ran into him and he was just spouting off language and stuff, so kind of creeped me out. So there's really not many. Like, those are really weak feelings. I'm really more aiming at Kazeuchi and Sonya right now. We'll find out if my opinions change during the trial, but figured I'd air out my opinions right now. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode, and please stay tuned for some more Danganronpa. And I'll catch you guys in whatever I make next. And as always, it's Tofuru, signing out.